This video is for the students who belong to English medium. And in this video, we discuss about the major aspects of thermodynamics, such as what is thermodynamics, what are terms used in thermodynamics, and various types of system, what is system, and etc. Thermodynamics. What thermodynamics exactly is? Thermodynamics literally means flow of heat, and thermodynamics is the branch of the science in which we study the quantitative relationship between the heat and other form of energy. You note that the energy can be transformed from one form to another form. So what are the relationship between various forms of energy we study in the thermodynamics? There are certain laws of thermodynamics which are based on human experiences, generalizations, and such as you know that tables rest on four legs, and similarly thermodynamics uh, has also four pillars, which are the laws of thermodynamics. And first and the foremost, the law of the thermodynamics is zeroth law of thermodynamics, and this law states that A and B are in thermal equilibrium with C. Here A is in thermal equilibrium with C, and B is also separately in thermal equilibrium with C. Then what will be the conclusion? That A and B will also be in thermal equilibrium with each other. And zeroth law of thermodynamics gives the definition of temperature, because if system are in thermal if two systems are in thermal equilibrium, they have equal temperature. And the second law, the other law is the first law of thermodynamics, and this states that the total energy of the universe is constant. And here, if we put aside the mass and energy conversion, then we can say that the total energy of the system, total energy of the isolated system remains constant. We can also say that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, and although it may be transformed from one form to another. So this is the first law of thermodynamics. Next, second law of thermodynamics. The first, you know that the first law of thermodynamics gives the relationship between various forms of energy, but the second law of thermodynamics puts some directional restraints, because we can convert work in mechanical energy into heat energy completely, but we can't convert heat into work completely. So the entropy, the concept of entropy originates from the second law of thermodynamics. The entropy of the universe is increasing. Entropy is increasing in every spontaneous process, and you know that the major process that occurs in our nature are spontaneous. So we can say the entropy of the universe is increasing. And the next law is the third law of thermodynamics, and this states that the property नहीं है, entropy of perfectly crystalline solid is 0 at 0 Kelvin. This is entropy. property. The definition of thermodynamic terms. The system, any specified portion of matter under thermodynamical study, a part of the universe which is focused under thermodynamic study, and it can be separated from the rest of the universe with the boundary is known as system, and surrounding the rest of the universe other than the system, which might be in position to exchange energy and matter with the system, is called surround. The types of system. There are majorly mostly three types of systems. First is open system, a system which can exchange matter as well as energy with its surrounding is called open system. Example, hot water in open container is an example of open system, because here exchange of matter and both exchange of matter and exchange of energy both are taking place. And second example of system is closed system, a system which can exchange energy but not the matter with its surrounding is known as closed system. And hot water in closed container is an example of closed system, because in closed container there will be no exchange of matter. As you know, water vapors will not leave the container, cannot leave the container because it is closed, but heat can transfer to the surrounding from the system, so it is an example of closed system. The third example is isolated system, a system which can exchange neither energy or nor matter with its surrounding is called an isolated system. Example is hot water in thermos flask is an example of an isolated system, because there will be no radiations, and but you know that a thermos flask is not in perfectly isolated system. It is somewhat isolated system, but you know that the hot water will ultimately lose heat and it become cold after few days, so we can say it's somewhat isolated system. The types of system on the basis of composition. On the basis of composition, there are two types of system. One is homogeneous system, and a system is said to be homogeneous when it is completely uniform throughout. Examples are a pure liquid, pure solid, or mixture of gases in example of homogeneous system. And heterogeneous system, a system is said to be heterogeneous when it is uniform throughout. And example, a system consisting of two or more immiscible liquids. If we mix two or more immiscible liquids, then we can identify both the phases in the system, so it is heterogeneous. And another example is a solid in contact with liquid in which it does not dissolve. So these are the heterogeneous system. I think you are getting this point. State of the system. The state of system is fixed by its macroscopic property, like temperature, pressure, volume and composition. They are called variable of states, and when these variable of state are fixed for a system, the system is said to be in definite state. Here question comes that what is macroscopic property and what is macroscopic system. Macroscopic system, when a system contains a large number of particles, then we can say that it is the macroscopic system, and the properties that are measurable of such type of system are known as macroscopic properties, such like as temperature, pressure and volume and compositions. The properties of system, that तो यहाँ पर हम types of property of system. First, extensive properties, the property which depends upon the quantity of the matter, and of the system are called extensive property. And the examples are mass, volume, energy, amount of heat, entropy, internal energy. And in these properties depend on the mass of the matter of the system. Because we take more mass, the extent the properties of extensive property will be more. And intensive property, and these properties which are independent of the quantity of matter of the system are called intensive property. Example are temperature, pressure, density, concentration, viscosity, surface tension, specific heat, reflective index, dipole moment, dielectric constant, boiling point, freezing point. Because you know that boiling point of 1 kg water and boiling point of 10 kg or 100 kg water is same. So we can say that boiling point is intensive property. It doesn't depend on the mass of the matter or the quantity of the matter. So these are all are intensive property. And we if we specify, we take, we can convert extensive property into intensive property if we take this property per unit mass. If we take any property per unit mass, then it will convert from extensive to intensive property. And so this is the lecture. I hope you understood all what I want to teach, and if any suggestion you can give on, you can give suggestions, and please like the video.